So our characters have been standing on this beach for how long now?
Yeah, hello.
3.5 months.
Hello, Twitch. Long time no see. Thank you for joining us for the fourth session of Theoman. It has been a while. It's been a while.
Since I would hold my head up high.
Oh dear.
Right. Yep, happened.
That just happened.
As
Yes.
it will throughout the night.
All right, so finally, after a very long time, the group has arrived at Theoman. They've encountered some resistance at the docks on their way here. On the ship itself, they were almost pirated by some familiar-looking fellows, in that they were clearly from known regions. And they arrived on the beach, and they're in a little gnome town in an area that has recently been dubbed Flirtnarpdal. And they are in search of a bounty board that they've been told about. So where you guys are right now, I'm not sure if I even explained this. I will explain it again when Josh says what. So you have kind of like a seawall in front of you there. It's only about 6 feet high. Right here is the stairs up. And it's kind of a surprisingly permanent-looking little structure right here. Definitely a house, kind of like clearly the main building that's been constructed. Things around it have more permanent-looking foundations, but they still have tents on them. And they appear to be still somewhat under construction, but mostly kind of strewn with junk, as is pretty typical of gnomes who like to tinker. And you also, of course, have a nice little outdoor kitchen here, and the gnomes are very fond of that. It is lunchtime, and they're all enjoying their roasted whatever animal they found.
Looks like a pig.
You do see up ahead as well that right here is the bounty board, and you see paths going north, west, and south.
I want to look over the wall because I'm 6'6". I want to call to these gnomes. May I join you?
Hello, traveler.
Hello.
Sure.
I want to come on through, and I want to turn. Hello, gnomes. Would you like some honey for this delicious pork to make a nice pork or glazed pork?
You have
thing?
honey?
I'm going to take out my traveling beehive and give them each a little bit of honey.
Wow, this is great. Thanks so much.
I'm going to smile at them, give them each one gold piece, and sit down to eat with them.
Why did you just give us money?
Because you're nice to me.
Sure, buddy. Here, have some honey, pig.
Yay! I'll sit down to eat with these gentle gnome folk.
All right. They babble on in common for your benefit, because you have been nice, even though they're clearly a little bit concerned about you. Okay.
So this tent over here, where Brad is at, what do I notice at first? Like, do I know what kind of tent is? Is there a sign?
No sign. Nope, not at all. There appears to be a bunch of like alchemical stations and strange laboratory equipment. You'd guess, based on some of the barrels around, that with your perception here, that this looks like a place where they're experimenting with different kinds of fuel, which would make sense for kind of a new settlement.
Sure. And is there anything I can perceive at this small tent here?
Yeah, the small tent is actually completely closed up, tied very tightly to the ground. And as you approach, this little gnome approaches you. It says, "Hail there! What can I do for you?"
Oh, yeah, we just arrived in port, and we're trying to find our way here. What do you do here?
Well, I make sure everybody has fun. Have you met my friend? He does a really great cup game.
Oh, yeah, we met him when we first got here, and I love fun. What kind of fun do you have?
Well, it depends what you're in the market for and what you have to trade.
Oh, well, I don't know what I have to trade. I don't know what you're interested in, but I would love to experience whatever you have to offer.
Well, if you show me you have the gold, maybe I'll let you take a peek.
Well, that's not quite fair. How about 1 gold for a peek of what you have, and then we can go from there.
Deal.
All right, so I'll give him a gold.
Yep. Take a gold out of your.
Gold for a peek? That sounds really dirty.
Especially with a gnome. What exactly are you into, Brad the Bard?
That costs more than a gold piece, by the way. Just
Right.
saying.
So he ushers you in here to this little tent,
Yeah.
and when you go in, there's just a little bench enough for 2 people to sit on, and then there's kind of a curtain in front of you, and up above it it says the Dancing Chipmunk Show.
Okay, I'm going to say, how much for the Chipmunk Show?
That'll be another gold piece.
Boy, if I had a nickel for every time I said that.
Stay right here. I'll be right back.
Alrighty do.
Okay, I'm
Guys,
going to run over
you
here
gotta
and
come
be like,
see
guys, Dancing Chipmunks right over here. You got to come quick. It's on me.
I'm going to do a charge attack to ride up next to it and stand there staring straight at it because I'm so excited.
Okay, guys, it's on me. It's on me.
Real quick, Dan, before while they're running over about the dancing chipmunks, what do I see in the main building? The one next to the bounty board. Is there any windows, doors? Is it locked up tight? That's what I was looking at.
Yeah. It's definitely well established on a good foundation. It's made of wood. It has windows and a nice thick wooden door on the front. It even has some wrought iron, which is pretty fancy.
Any signs or indication of what it is?
So the sign just has the name of the settlement on it, and that's about it.
Okay, nothing open that I can see inside.
No, I mean it has windows, but they're all shuttered. So
all right, well I'll come back there after we look at the chipmunks because I'm not gonna miss some chipmunks. So
okay.
Wait a minute. So I'm just looking at some price list for Pathfinder, and it says like an inn stay, like if you're staying at like a decent inn, it's gonna cost 5 silver.
Yep.
Which let's say in Canterbury price is 40. So am I giving like these gnomes like $400 each every time?
yes,
yeah.
you are. You've been overpaying for everything.
Okay.
This is a ridiculous price.
Well, I'm gonna keep doing it then. So
Like
maybe I'll be renowned as the I don't know what that
Typhoon the Generous. Here it comes.
You mean the rich idiot? Like a
Mhm.
fool in his gold is soon parted or whatever that.
Well, it's better than making a hobo network.
I don't know. That came in handy.
That was pretty cool. All right.
Teal was
So
preoccupied with reviewing the bounty board.
sure, I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
So you're 3 of you are going to cram into the space that's meant for 2. That's cool. So you guys are
Actually,
all,
no.
I'll stand outside.
I'm actually first going to ask the guy so we can really see chipmunks dance.
Oh yes, this is definitely the Dancing Chipmunk Show.
Okay, I'm gonna do a sense of motive on that.
Mhm.
And hold on, where are you, dude?
Yeah, get used to your rolls again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to.
Oh, look at
First
that!
nat 20 of the night.
First roll back, baby. First roll back. All right. Yeah, you sense that he absolutely intends to put on a Dancing Chipmunk Show.
Okay, and with that, I squee in excitement. I'm like, guys, this shit is for real.
Okay.
All right, let's see these chipmunks, man. I hope you have a GIF or something.
You also do notice, by the way, that he has a little bit of a tear in his eye as he ushers you in.
All right, is there any
All
way
right.
to sense that motive? All right, let's go.
All right, you guys, whoever wants to go in, go in.
Yeah, I'm going
Show's
in.
about to begin. All right.
I think it's
So you're
Typhoon
inside?
and Brad that are going inside.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna hang out outside.
There's no actual
I'll be-
inside.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand right behind them.
I mean, there's no actual inside as far as I'm not going to take you to a different screen or anything. But, all right. So, Gil, you see the gnome run around to the back of the tent and kind of slip under.
Okay.
And you hear kind of like a music box play.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, the curtains open, and
All right.
there are a bunch of wood chips dressed in monk garb that are being dangled in front of you, doing a little dance to the music.
Typhoon starts to weep at the beauty of the image.
All right. I'm gonna do a knowledge religion on what those monks' religion is.
They're literally chips of wood.
Is there
As
any
monks.
sign of which god or goddess
Chip
they worship?
monks.
No, I get it. I get
Okay.
it.
All right. Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Dan, that's brilliant. Funniest thing you've ever said. All right, well done.
Yeah. Okay. I hope that's not the funniest thing. Cause,
I don't know.
That's really good.
all right. Oh, there's knowledge religion. Sorry. Yeah, they don't. They appear to be pretty generic. The only reason you know that they're monks is that they appear to have no hair. They're dressed in kind of robes, and they have little wraps where you think hands might be if they were actually living things you were seeing in front of you. And after just a couple minutes, the curtains close, and you hear the gnome yell out, "Thanks for coming!"
All right.
Gil had already sighed deeply and gone back over the main building. So that's where I am.
Typhoon,
Carry on.
I'm not done with this monk, so
Okay.
let's like split the attention to whatever they want to do, and then come back.
let's go to Paul. Let's go to Maryville.
Okay. All right, Paul.
I know it's
So what are you
Maryville.
doing?
I'm going to call him
You're
Maryville. So
Sorry. Maruvial, you are scanning the board, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there is about 1 million requests on there for various different things to be brought back from the mainland to Theoman, right? Clearly they need a lot of supplies, so pretty much anything under the sun, there's something there for. All of those particular items seem to say that they are to be redeemed at the main office here, which is, you'd assume, the building in front of you. There are, however, some other more exciting things on the wall. 3 in particular that maybe pique your interest. One says, find source of missing livestock. Wanted, Dimblegoggins. That's on the same one. Proof required. 2,000 gold pieces.
Dimblegoggins.
Yep.
How is that spelled?
Like thimble but dimble.
Mm-hmm.
And Goggins with 2 G's.
Traditional spelling.
Traditional gnomish.
2,000 gold pieces. Got it. Okay.
All right. There is another listing that says Mage Malachi, in quotes, for stealing precious gems and magical items from settlement. Returning with items doubles reward, 10,000 gold pieces.
Oh dear.
Magical items and gems. Reward, you said increased or doubled for bringing it back?
Double.
Doubled, yep.
$10K gold. Nice.
what were the options? Can you just go over like the most basic gist of it real quick again, and just the names of them,
Of what?
of the bounties?
I'm sorry.
There was
last
a lost livestock.
That was only 2. So it was lost livestock.
Mm-hmm.
Source of missing livestock, Dimblegoggins, right? So you're looking for a gnome there, clearly. Had a little sketch of a gnome. So he's one for stealing the livestock. You've got, Mage Malachi, in quotation marks, for stealing precious gems and magical items from the settlement. It's 10,000 gold pieces, returning it doubles your reward. And then there is a very general one, but it's on an incredibly fancy paper. And it says, scouting locations for new settlement, wonders, and wild magics. 500 gold pieces to 30,000 gold pieces, depending on find.
Gil will do this without trying to shove Maruvia out of the way, but I just reached over and grabbed the bounty for the mage and ripped it off the board and to hold on to it.
Okay.
Are all the posts written in common, or is there any that's written in another language?
Everything is definitely in common. It would make sense that the gnomes would write in common.
I figured.
As many people would come to Little Port Town.
So it looks like our options are either find a cattle rustler, find a thief mage, or scout out locations for a new settlement or wonders or magic.
Typhoon wants to knock on the back of the door where the gnome went in to the chipmunk show.
So there's no door. It's just a tent canvas.
And,
He's going to... Okay, yeah.
I'm going to try to find the gnome and talk to him.
Okay. He's not in the tent at all.
Oh, he's just disappeared?
You might not have been in the right place to see where exactly he went.
Okay. Can I call out for him and excitement? And I want to thank him for the show.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, I want to thank you for the show. Come back.
Okay,
Typhoon wants to say, I didn't expect this, but it was delightful. What a fun play on words. I didn't know people could do that.
And nobody surfaces.
Okay. Can I go back inside the tent?
Sure.
Okay. Can I go behind the curtain?
Sure.
And do I see anything?
Yes.
See?
You see 3 little kind of ladder step stool things.
Mm-hmm.
You see a bunch of wood chips and a wood chipper. Bunch of like kind of doll's clothes, basically. All on tables, and a series of little chests and fine instruments on the tables.
All right. So, but and the ladders, I guess, go up to the table.
The ladders are positioned behind the stage. Clearly, he climbed them to be able to dangle his chipmunks in.
Oh, but there's no sign of anybody there.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
All right.
So, guys, we've got some potential options here as far as work to get money.
Work. Oh, money. Do we need that?
Well, I mean, sure.
This
I mean,
is
Kate was right.
Can we not get along through just song and the goodwill of people?
so. I'm now going to hold up the bounty that I ripped off the board, which is the one for the mage thief, and say, "This is the mage I'm looking for. This is who I'm going after."
I'm going to point up to that bounty and say, I'm always up for hunting after a mage. So it is my specialty.
So what did the mage do? Why do we need to hunt him down?
He stole something very precious to my people, and
Your
I will
people?
find him, and I will
Wait,
bring him.
we're guests here. How did he steal something from your people? Are you from here? I didn't know that.
He also stole something from them. This is the same mage.
Whoa.
I want to turn to Brad and say, you're of this earth, right? Aren't you all the same people?
Well, like, no, man. We're like all different. So, you're blowing my mind here, man.
Very eloquent for a bard.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Does the mage wanted poster list who posted the bounty, who we should talk to for further information?
I'm not. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I'd like to read it for all the information.
So the Dimblegoggins one is signed.
So we know who it is.
Apparently a different gnome. Wobbleflavin.
Wobbleflavin.
Mm-hmm. Everything else seems to be. Oh, sorry, no. The Malachi notice, the one that was ripped off the board, is the main office here.
Yeah.
And then the super fancy one is just initialed.
What's the initial?
JT.
James Taylor?
Yep.
Awesome.
No. It's JTT. It's Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Oh, even better. So I'm while you guys are deciding, I'm being a little gruff with everyone, but this is very important to me. And I'm an elf, so I don't give a shit. So I'm going to go over and knock on the door of the main building.
Okay.
I'll go stand behind Yoga Lad. Along with him.
Nothing appears to happen when we knock on the door.
Let's just go in, guys. Is the door unlocked?
I will knock 3 times.
I'm just going to turn. I'm going to turn the handle and see if it's unlocked.
As you're knocking, Brad turns the knob, and as he opens it, there seems to be a few gnomes milling around. It appears to be a public building.
Yeah, I'm just going to walk in.
Okay, very good. I'll sheepishly follow them.
It's all right.
Trying to appear
Your blood's boiling right now. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's like going to the courthouse and like knocking on the revolving door.
Yeah, and as you walk in, it's definitely a buzz with all sorts of. Apparently traders, barters. It's almost like a mini little exchange, kind of a barter exchange.
Wait, can we be like Jesus and flip the tables?
I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to stand in the entryway, hold up the bounty, and say and ask who posted this.
People just continue about their business, but one guy who's standing right next to you, little gnome, looks up at you and says, "Let me see that." Oh, that's just a typical bounty.
Who posted it?
I'll just go here. See the magister.
Okay. I will. Is he pointing somewhere? Or?
Yeah, he's pointing to one kind of corner.
Just a quick question. Who here has played Divinity Original Sin 1?
I have.
The original Sin 1?
Yeah.
I'm right now. I'm on Beyond Divinity. I just finished.
Okay.
Divinity. I just started Beyond Divinity. That's funny.
Because we are inside of a building right now, which I'm going to take a little bit of artistic liberty and say it is a tavern. I'm just going to put some mood music up for us real quick.
Oh no!
You and your new tech.
Oh, tell me if you guys can hear this. Dang it!
I heard you say "dang it." Oh.
Whatever that is.
No.
Wow, do I hear that?
Reminder that we are on Twitch, so copyright.
Yeah, we're gonna get muted if you play that.
Yeah.
That was not me.
All right, so you go to the magistrate.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the magistrate wherever he is. I'm gonna guess this corner.
Sure, great. He's there. Yeah. So he's definitely dressed. He's definitely dressed like he'd be the dude in charge. So it's pretty obvious.
The fanciest of gnome duds.
That's right. And he's dealing with a client, and he seems to be getting the best of him right now.
I will wait politely for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Before I interrupt.
After about 40 seconds, business is concluded, and he turns to you and says, "Next."
So I want to talk about. I'll put the. Does he have a table that he's in front of?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll lay the bounty on the table and say I want to talk about this bounty.
Oh, have you found him?
No, I want information.
Information. Well, he definitely stole a lot of our incredibly expensive and rare items. And
when?
Oh, he's been wanted for 2 months, maybe.
I'm gonna come up beside Gilgalad and be like, and whisper in his ear, "Do you think the items he stole is worth more than the bounty itself?"
Yeah. I'm real quick, Dan. In not real life, but does that? What's the time frame as far as when he stole from my village?
So That would have been... I mean, you've been wandering for a while, so I don't think you actually explicitly said in your backstory, but I'd imagine it's a matter of over a year, probably.
Okay, well, I mean, but it's in between the time, so it wasn't before he stole from my village.
Right.
Okay, so he was here more recently. Okay, great. I'm going to ask the magister, what did he steal from you?
Well, that I'm afraid I can't really tell you, but I guarantee you'll know it when you see it. It's some of the only magical things that have come around these parts recently.
Sir, this mage has stolen many magical things from many different places. If you want the items back, you're going to have to tell me what he stole.
Well then, you seem to know an awful lot about this fellow.
I've been hunting this mage for a year. Any information you can give me is appreciated.
All right, he's not really sure. Give me a diplomacy check.
Hold on.
Can I assist him in that diplomacy check?
By doing what?
I'm going to play a song of encouragement.
Don't do that.
Hold on. Is that under skills? Diplomacy. Bink. There you go.
There you go. All right. So he looks you up and down, and he says, I'm sorry, you're just far too new here. I understand you're trying to be helpful, but let it be enough to say that there were precious gems with very specific magical properties. So please find the precious gems.
Do you have
any idea
of where he would have gone?
Yeah. Can you just tell me when he was seen last, where he was headed? Tell me any part of the story.
Well, that's part of why that bounty's been on the board for so long. We're not really sure where he went. He was fitting in so well here and very helpful to us, and then all of a sudden, one morning he was gone, and we noticed that everything of magical value was also gone with him. We couldn't even begin to tell you where he went. I'm sorry, I'm no help. That's why the bounty is so large.
I really would like to help you, while at the same time helping my own village. Do you have a map of the island that you can provide me?
He thinks about it. Do you have a silver piece?
Yes, I do.
All right.
I'll put it on the table.
Okay. He pulls it out. Pulls out a really actually pretty nice map and gives it to you. Says this is the area we call for Narptal. Other people have slightly different variations, but this is one of the better maps of the area.
This will do excellently. Thank you, kind sir. And you're sure you have absolutely no reason or no knowledge of where he might have traveled on the island, any places he might have visited, any friends or acquaintances that he had, or any business dealings. Anything at all would help.
Well, now that I think about it, the only place we ever saw him traveling to and from was to the west of here, but he never really traveled the north or the south roads, so I guess maybe traveled to the west?
And are there any settlements or people or strongholds that are to the west that he might have been visiting?
There's the Pit Grove, lots of forest. Probably the nearest settlement that we've heard of, and I've never been there personally, is Casagatney.
Okay, very, very good. Are there any merchants or organizations that travel westward from here that I might speak with?
Organizations? No, I'm sorry. Mostly we just provide some safe haven for folks traveling in, but they go on their way.
Sure. So you have no dealings with anyone to the west. How often do you get visitors here?
Oh, every day.
Mainland? Every day. Anything else you can tell me? Anything out of the ordinary that you've seen recently? Anything at all, even if you don't think it's related to the mage. Anything at all might be helpful to me.
Well, tides have been a little bit higher than usual, which has been interesting for our shipping, and of course, and the wildlife has seemed a little bit restless lately. They've been coming closer and closer into camp. We've had to double the guard recently. Other than that, nothing really strange.
Thank you for your time, sir. I'll be back with the knowledge of the mage as soon as I have it.
Please do. I have your gold.
I want to go up to Magistrate. What kind of animals are hunting you out here? Did you have to double your guard?
Well, any manner, really. Mostly, I'm trying to think of the word here. These things don't really exist over back home. There's kind of small snake-like creatures and things that kind of resemble maybe horses, but kind of also wolves? I don't know. But they're very ferocious. Oh, that? No, that came from the mainland. That's just a bar.
No, I'm talking about these animals that are hunting you. Do they taste good?
Oh, we haven't eaten them. You should take a look at them.
I'll help you with that. And I'll turn around and walk out.
Oh.
Before turning back, giving him a gold piece, and then walking out again. So.
Are you sure you haven't run out of gold yet?
I have 618 left. I'll be okay.
Oh my gosh.
Is there a... Dan, I've walked away, so I probably thanked him. Is there a knowledge, geography? Oh, nature. I'm going to roll that. I don't know if you're required or not, but I am judging by what he told me. I'm thinking there's a large storm coming. Do I need to roll for knowledge of nature for that?
Hey, I just out of character, real quick. I have a lot of knowledge about a lot of things. So
no, that goes in your brain.
Feel free to ask me.
You must watch Rick and Morty.
Wow, I have many leather-bound books.
If anybody sees,
do you cook your own Szechuan sauce?
No, but I have a tower, so I'm a very important person.
Yeah, so knowledge, geography, and knowledge nature would be somewhat helpful, but in order to deal with the weather, it's a survival check.
Oh,
about knowledge local?
So here's a survival check. Here's a nature. Well, yes, and then here is a geography.
Why don't we discuss this as a team and decide we can all like?
No, I'm absolutely gonna. I'm inkling right now that I'm gonna go to the group as we.
Well, no. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and like talk about hey, we're gonna talk as a group and then give our own individual roles. Otherwise, it looks like you're doing your own roles and we're just kind of not in the know.
That's fine, but okay. I'm still gonna tell him what he knows.
Okay.
So yeah, so based on your knowledge of geography, you're obviously in this little bay. It does appear to, based on some of the topography around you, maybe be some kind of alley that storms might readily move through. Your knowledge of nature around you, like some of the plants are kind of strange looking, so you're not quite sure that anything's hinting anything to you. And then your knowledge of survival, you do notice that the air is definitely a little bit cooler, and there is more of a breeze now. So
you roll to check if the temperature is there.
Yeah, so you're
the barometric pressure.
That's right. So your instincts do seem to be telling you that there's some kind of weather maybe coming.
Okay, so as we come out, oh here, look at that. As we go outside of this building, I'm going to just turn to the party and just say, hey, just in addition to everything else, I think there's a big storm coming. The animals are acting.
Do your knees hurt?
Yes. My knees are aching. Also, the animals are acting odd. The air feels funny. There's a storm coming. We may want to move to higher ground.
I think the storm is already here. I think there's a typhoon.
Oh, dear.
Typhoon
wait, no, that deserves a roll. That deserves a roll.
For what? Perform comment. Okay. All right. As you're standing there, the little gnome that's here near the board goes,
I will give the best Ed McMahon courtesy laughter that I can, and then I'll go. Anyways.
Typhoon?
So now look at the map, and is the west, what kind of topography are we looking at to the west? Are we looking at higher ground,
Are
lower
you asking
ground.
us, or are you asking the GM?
No, I'm asking the GM. Sorry, I'm looking at the map
because
Yeah, it's a very slow increase in elevation for sure, and it definitely goes right into a wooded area.
Do I
Okay,
detect
so I'm
any
going to turn.
magic
I'm
in
going
the,
to.
main building?
What's that?
Do I detect any magic in the main building?
Nope, not in your arc there. Mm-mm.
Okay.
So I'm going to then I'm telling the party now. There is a storm coming. We do need to seek higher ground, and the west, where I think our best bet to find this mage is higher than right here. So that's the direction in which I'm heading.
I'm immediately going to turn to Gilgalad in the group and say, "Go west, young man," and then just start marching west. I'm going to ignore everything he just said and just start going west.
I want to see who this gnome is up here in this tent.
That was one of the guys you were eating the pig with.
Okay. I just want to turn to him and say, you are one of my closest friends. I've talked with you more than many people. Granted, I've only been on this earth for 5 years, so that's not really hard to accomplish. But thank you very much. Hopefully you'll see you again. And there's a storm coming, so you should get out of town. I'm going to turn and run down and grab the other bounties off the board, just in case. And I'm going to follow Brad out of town.
Is there anything in this tent of interest? Is it just a storage area, or is there a merchant there, or what is located in this tent?
No merchant. It appears to be kind of a scrap processing area.
Okay.
Yeah. Lots of raw pieces of metal and wood over there.
Gotcha. I will follow the group to the west.
All right.
We didn't check the barracks down south, did we?
It wasn't a barracks. It was like basically an alchemy shop.
Okay.
All right. So as you go west, you very, very soon come to the edge of a wood, and it is incredibly dense and dark, but luckily very well protected. It doesn't blot out the sun, but it's very, very dark.
Are there any roads, trails, anything?
There seems to be some kind of like minor little deer paths, basically, that maybe have been there intentionally. You don't really know. You'd have to survival check that.
Oh, stand by.
I put my
ranger when you need him?
I put my Ioun torch on a necklace, right? I remember we were discussing that at one point. Like making a locket out of it or something?
Yeah, what did you do with it? Let me see. I think I have
I can't remember.
I have a note here, I think.
Do I see any tracks with my 30 that I just rolled?
Oh, shit, 20.
Gosh. Yeah, your expert tracking skill. I'll bring you over to the actual place now here.
Are we supposed to not see anything?
It's dark in this forest.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Did you figure out about the Ioun torch, Dan?
I'm scared.
No, I did not.
I guess I'll just assume it's on a little chain. I can take out my bag and put it around my neck.
I know you arranged it somehow that you didn't have to carry it.
Yeah, you put it around their neck. I remember this.
Okay, so I'm going to take it out of my bag, put it around my neck, and ignite it.
I've got dark visions, but everything's pitch black, so this must be mystical.
Do you guys not have sight or something? What's the deal?
Yeah, I'm an elf. I'm an elf and I can't see anything.
Yeah, let me figure it.
You're an elf?
I am.
By the way, what kind of clothes is your elf wearing? Is it made of cloth? Is it made of are you wearing anything? Are you wearing anything that you culturally appropriated from another race?
No, it's made of silk.
Okay.
No, I'm totally elvish.
Okay,
No, he's
good,
naked.
because I'll respect your racial identity as long as you respect mine.
Gosh.
All I really care about is what you identify as. I don't care what you are.
I identify as
I'm freezing. Come
a
on.
wand.
All right. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, for some reason, you don't have any sight. So let's do. Brad, you have dark vision.
Dark. I do.
Better?
I see stuff.
That's good. All right. Don't move yet. Gil, you have dark vision as well, right?
Yes, I do.
All right, so you should see things now.
Ah, excellent.
Is there any chance we can take a 5 to 10 minute, maybe just a 5 minute?
For the record, I
Yes.
was rolling perception on this thing here.
I still can't see, but that's okay. I want to hold up my hand and ask one of my party members
I'm sorry,
to take
it's
it.
being super, super slow right now.
You're cool.
So Maruvial, you have low light?
I have dark
No,
vision.
Jeez, well, you guys definitely planned for vision.
Yes.
Except for...
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Gilgalad, you only have low light.
Oh, really?
Is
Can't
Brad
see Typhoon?
taking a +2 hit to endurance from younglings?
What?
I
Nothing.
still also have control over all of the party, so I can see whatever anyone else can see.
Oh.
Hey, Alex, did you see that video I sent?
Where? In Discord?
No, I'll put it on Facebook. You'll like it. It's
I'll
just
check it out, yeah.
There you go, low light for you.
Oh, there we go. I can see now.
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
Hey, guys, I'm sorry. Can we take 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Josh got a barf. Okay.
All right, so how do I get rid of your permissions here? I'm so rusty.
It should be under the edit
characters,
each
right?
character and whether I can control them or not.
Ah, there we go.
All right. I got some questions. In the Cypher system, is there like critical successes or critical fails?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's all. That's the only question I had. I actually need to find a PDF for their main rule manual. Check that out,
It should be available.
which should not be hard to find.
I think it's already in the Numenera folder.
Okay.
I don't
It should
know
be
if
a
you have access to that.
much. I don't know. I think I've been kicked out of HSG for inactivity.
No, you don't get kicked anymore, so you can just join
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Um,
join
yeah,
this
it looks like it's a much better system for doing something in the Dresden Files universe than the Dresden Files RPG is.
Yeah.
The Fate system is just really convoluted, and
Yeah,
I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah,
I will be right back. I'm going to go brew a cuppa.
I'm going to go make a cup of coffee too, or
All right.
hot chocolate. I don't know yet.
Pineapple rum and hot chocolate.
So gay.
Unbelievable.
I can't believe I didn't give myself dark vision.
Oh, yeah, I mean, your light vision is the racial trait, so
Right.
you probably just didn't even bother.
Yeah, that's probably what I did.
It does make sense. It doesn't make sense that the elf, though. I mean,
What? Yeah, that's probably why I didn't even
Weird.
think about it. Because that's my experience is that elves can just see in the dark. So
all it means in the context of having to play here is that instead of seeing 60 feet in front of you, you can see 30 feet. So you still
Alright.
have pretty darn good vision.
yeah,
Oh, and Typhoon, I believe, is not correct either. He should have the same sight as you. Because of his... And actually, everybody should see Typhoon's light as well, because it's actually being emanated. So there we go. All right. I think we got that finally down.
I gained a little.
Yep. You can see Typhoon's light because his is like a torch,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool.
But yeah, with that check though, all these 20s tonight. When it gets, if we ever have any combat tonight, you guys are gonna probably get all your ones then.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah,
I've been exceedingly lucky with my combat rolls thus far. I've been doing headshots on everybody.
yeah, that's right.
I've been. It's so funny because Sam wants to watch this so badly. He's like dying, but he's very interested in it. But I've been telling him about it. He's basically decided that my character is Legolas because I keep going. Well, I headshot this guy, put one through an eye. It's like you're Legolas. Like, yeah, basically that's what I am.
That's awesome. Yeah, next time that I'm around and Sam is there, I should keep some Pathfinder stuff in the car, and I can like run him through a little mini session.
Oh, he would love it. He would love that. Yeah, I'd do that with you. 2-person.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Sweet.
All right, well, I guess I'm gonna go get another drink as well.
Yeah, might as well.
All right.
Wow, that was excruciating.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, it seems like weird stomach pain.
Oh, I hate random sharp pain.
I don't know. It was just like all across my upper abdomen, and like, I guess we're on Twitch, aren't we?
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, screw it. Yeah, I burped a whole lot, and I feel better, but like it was really weird.
Yeah, wow. Hey, can you hear this?
I hear people talking.
No. Okay. Dang it.
Are you trying to play something from your computer onto stream?
Yeah, I bought this little piece of technology. It's called a Stream Deck.
Mm-hmm.
So usually when I'm streaming, it's just a bunch of little push buttons. You can get to do program to do all sorts of stuff while you're streaming. And I essentially am using it as a part of it as a massive soundboard.
Yeah.
So I have all these pre-programmed things in here, and I'm very excited to use them. But I obviously,
well,
I mean,
I have something that that I use, but it causes an echo, unfortunately. And then Typhoon, Alex has something that he's using right now. I don't know if it causes an echo or not, but it's a different program. Oh, well, check that out.
Oh yeah, I also need to. I don't like that either. Don't like any of those.
Apologies for the delay.
No problem. Still waiting on a couple.
I wish I had pork rinds.
Oh, they're so good, aren't they?
They really are.
I've never been a fan.
Mm.
Something about the
Chicharrones.
concept of eating pig skin just didn't do it for me.
Okay,
No.
take pork rinds and dip them in sour cream.
Oh well,
They're really good.
that's not okay.
Also, no, it's not. But also, what I do is I put pork rinds on a plate and put cheese and like I basically make them into nachos, but I use pork rinds instead of tortilla chips. Also, very good.
Little did you know, Twitch, that you would be getting recommendations for snacking options as part of this stream. Our little gift to you.
That's right.
Also, these opinions do not necessarily reflect all of the members of this party.
That's pretty much a
espouse-
disclaimer on everything that happens during these sessions.
Yeah. What are you going to say? Like, oh,
pork rinds.
I recommend ants on a log.
What are we in Minnesota?
Oh, your banana. Hey, shut up.
Is that?
What is what?
That thing. That's what I rolled perception on. I got a nat 20 on the perception whenever we start up.
Well, you didn't declare it, so I'm not honoring it.
I did declare it.
You said afterwards. You said, "Oh, by the way, it's on that."
Well, I mean, I was rolling the perception for that, but you were in the middle of doing other things, so I wasn't going to interrupt. But that was what I was always planning on
Okay,
doing.
I'll allow it
He
literally
still
this
has-
time, and that's it. Never again.
Yeah, but he still has to tell me what I got on my tracking with a
I have to tell
30.
you- I'll have to tell you
So
about
I basically know everything in this woods.
As does he, apparently, about whatever that.
I mean, I'm expecting it to be nothing, so...
It's not going to be nothing. Nothing in Truce's campaign is just nothing.
You never know. Maybe I'm just switching it
A
up
red
because I
herring.
know how you think I would. I know. How
I
you
want to walk up to
think
this
I would.
bush and gently touch it, and then stand back and rub my fingers a couple seconds to make sure there's no poisonous resin
not
on
yet.
it.
No,
Okay.
not yet.
You should lick it. You should lick it.
Should look at. Okay, so Gil, as you're apparently now in the woods, is very, very keen of sense and uses his survival. He notices that there's deer paths a little bit, and it's kind of straight diagonally down the center here to the corner. And that's nice, and that appears to actually be made by wildlife. But the more interesting thing is that you do notice that some branches are lying particularly strangely over along the... I'm going to ping stuff correctly here. Over along the side here. Going this way.
I'm
Alright.
Seeing where you're-
Oh, you're not seeing my pings?
No,
No.
Do you see that ping?
no.
Oh, I'm on the wrong... Okay, can't do that. All right. Right here.
There we go.
Right here.
Okay.
Yes.
Going this way, all right?
Okay.
You see, yeah, it's strangely laid, as though they were placed.
Okay.
Huh. All right. Did you get anything with your perception check?
Yeah, so Maruvial notices that there's definitely something out there. Just for some reason, it must be the color against all the deep lush green catches his eye. It appears to
Okay.
be some kind of carcass that's almost all bone. Based on the size, you'd guess it's probably a cow carcass.
Interesting.
I'm going to tell everyone to ready their weapons. I believe that there's an ambush set up ahead.
I'll draw my
Right.
sword.
The branches have been set down purposely. I think there's something ahead.
Okay, 3 things, Dan. What direction is the wind blowing? Are we upwind or downwind of the forest?
Oh, you are upwind.
Damn. Okay.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's coming from
That's
the
simple.
sea blowing.
You go around this way.
So it's.
I'm going to fart.
I'm going to go ahead and cast detect magic towards this thing, the carcass.
Okay. Okay. No, you don't really detect magic. Nope.
Okay, and then last thing, even though I know it probably won't give me anything, I'm going to do a scent perception check to see if I smell anything in that direction. No.
I fired in your general direction.
That's really not appreciated since I have the scent
No,
ability.
the wind is, I think, going a little bit too quickly. You can't really make anything out.
Okay.
I want to do a perception check on this stranger-looking green bush down here. It just doesn't seem right.
Sure, it is a very bright bush, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There's another one up here too.
So,
Click and hold.
Oh, that's right. There we go.
God, hold on. I need to move something really quick here. This is getting really annoying.
Is it your balls?
No, but it's not a bad idea either.
Oh wow! Sound
Doesn't
effect.
it suck when you sit on them?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It does.
No.
I don't know if "suck" would be the word I'd use, but
I mean,
I don't
Yeah.
like when you're on a
I
public.
digress.
I don't like when you're on a public toilet and the dip happens.
Oh, it's disgusting.
How saggy are y'all's balls?
No, that's not that's
Yeah,
not
how-
that's not what's
How
dipping.
old are you? Are you 80? That your balls hang under your knees? What's
Typhoon's only 5, so
luckily yet unluckily, I only have to use outhouses, which is a terrible, terrible thing. But we won't talk about that.
Outhouse in the
Yeah.
middle of the summer when you just had Indian food the night before.
So,
oh no.
Typhoon, where are you right now?
Down here a little bit.
Okay.
I'm looking at this sort of green bush, and I came ahead. I noticed there's another one that's kind of like it too. I don't know if it's
Oh.
just.
Stop.
Oh, I was just doing that to extend my vision. The first time I heard it was right
Stop
there.
where you
So, okay.
Because when you step there, you actually notice that there's a little dip there, a little ravine. Here,
Oh, a
come on.
little ravine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Avril Lavigne down that ravine?
Like
Oh,
going.
no.
It's a ravine going down through this opening.
It's Avril Lavigne
there's
going
just a
down.
little dip. There's clearly a dip, like it falls
Okay.
off, almost like a cliff. Maybe it's a better word.
Okay. How big of a drop is it? Right in front of me.
You can't really see because you're still like 15 feet away from the edge.
Oh, okay. That's what you want to stop me for.
Yes.
Okay.
You saw that.
All right. Well, that perception check is on that bush though, so I don't know if anything came of that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's incredibly bright green, even in this very dark forest.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure if it's poisonous. It's certainly unfamiliar to you. It's very spiny as well.
I want to call. I want to shout back. Who knows their plants the best?
You shout
Oh.
back. Got it. Okay.
No, call back.
Nope.
That's not a shout.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
And I'm going to run forward and be like, I know a thing or two about plants.
What do you know about this green one?
I don't know. Let me take a look. Which one? Which are you talking about?
Right in front of me, right here. This really bright green one.
I'm gonna check on this plant for him.
Okay. All right. It appears to be some kind of. It almost looks like it's a sea urchin, basically. It appears to be very, very kind of have like a thick husk to it, but not quite cactus-like. It's not really big. It doesn't appear to be used to hold water. Kind of sinister looking as well, but you don't detect any kind of method of delivery for any poisons potentially, unless the needles themselves are tipped with poison or something.
Yeah, I don't trust the thing. I think this probably belongs to the sea more than anything. And let's just go ahead and burn it.
I want to gently prod it with my sword before he burns it.
Okay, as you prod it, nothing happens.
I want to cut off one of the little spines.
All right, cool.
Dan, I just rolled a perception check. I've got a feeling that something's watching us or anything. Do I hear, smell, see anything?
No, no, you still see that the branches are laid weird over there, but I know you haven't gone over or investigated.
Did any sap come
Just
out?
peering around, you don't. Yeah, no, you don't see anybody watching you. Straight ahead or to your left or right or even behind you.
Okay.
Did any sap come out of the spine when I cut it?
What's that?
Any sap come out of that spine when I cut it? Or
no.
any resin or
It
anything?
appears-
Okay.
They appear to be like completely solid spines.
I'm gonna say, hey, I'll try to spark it if you want, but I'm gonna go back up there.
I'm going to put a little piece of the spine. I'm going to wrap it. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to wrap it carefully in a piece of cloth and put it in my bag.
Okay.
I moved forward a little bit where I am now.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you are now standing right next to one of the leaves. That seems to be weirdly placed.
I'm gonna look at it carefully.
Yeah, just looking at it very carefully and peering under. It appears that it's placed there as an intention of covering some tracks.
Okay. Can I tell what kind of tracks they are?
Yeah, they appear to be humanoid.
Okay. All right, and so I'm going to cautiously start following the tracks.
There's a path to the south of the ravine if you guys want to check that out too. Maybe
I'm
they're
gonna
expecting people
investigate
to
where
come this
someone's trying
way.
to hide their tracks.
Okay.
Hey guys,
Hey,
what if we just march on forward and I play a song of inspiration?
would you guys eat the moon if it was made of cheese? I'm gonna
I would.
cautiously follow. It's a simple question. I'm gonna cautiously follow the tracks with that were being covered up by the branches.
I'll do the rear guard here.
So that's yeah, I'll take the lead, and hopefully you guys will cover me as I move forward.
All right.
And it's in this direction, correct?
Yep. You, as you proceed forward, you hear almost like the sound of dice rolling on a very hard board. You hear a clack, 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 clack.
Honestly, it's so meta.
All right, which direction was it coming from?
Straight ahead and to the left of you.
Okay. Do I see anything?
I actually don't know how to answer that because I can't really tell what you're seeing versus other people.
Oh.
The light. So, can you ping the end of your range of sight, please? Right there.
Well, that's I see something there, and then that's the end of my range right there.
Okay. Yeah. No, you don't see anything yet. It's still dark in front of you, but you do see that cow carcass though.
Okay. All right. So I will move one more, and that's not the end of my range.
And just so you know, let me do something for you here, by the way, just so that I don't have to keep marking it.
Why would any normal adult go to a Harry Potter themed adult wizarding camp?
Because they think it's.
Why not?
Have you ever seen Eyes Wide Shut?
Because they're trying to bang Hermione.
Are you really asking that question with that tone while we sit here and play in our little fantasy magical world?
Don't.
Yeah, but I think we understand that.
don't
I think the difference is we know this is fake. So
Don't you judge me.
Right,
I'm gonna.
so that's-
Hey, you
that's-
guys
that's
want to play
where
Quidditch tomorrow?
That's where the things are. The different leaves that are covering the tracks. I marked them with little green dots there for you.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm going to go ahead and play a song because I'm bored. But it will be.
Hold on. Stop. I'm seeing movement up ahead.
I'm not going to stop my song, dude. You can't interrupt my song.
You can't stop. I'm right next to the carcass. Do I see anything out of the ordinary? Anything other than just the carcass laying in the forest?
At this point, you probably should. Yeah. Ahead and to your left still.
I am seeing skeletal horses up ahead.
Yeah, I just saw something too.
I don't know if they're friendly or not, but we should probably proceed with caution.
Okay, so
Yeah. So Maruvil, you do see. I'll just tell this to the please RP correctly. You do see more carcasses. At first, you thought they were just very large and sitting there, kind of tall, but they're actually up and about and moving.
I think this is probably redundant, but how far away are they? I will go ahead and cast Detect Magic towards them. See if they're natural or necromantic, I suppose.
You gotta have like a summary that's a lot shorter than that.
No magic, really.
Okay. Well, at this point, I suppose I'll go ahead and try and stealth and hide in the underbrush. Not that I have much
Are they,
stealth, but you know that's not horrible.
Dan, they're right at the edge of my vision, because that is the hold on, thing for you. That is the edge of my vision, and I can see them. Are they? They don't seem to be reacting at all to us.
They're kind of just sauntering about right there in kind of a little bitty square, but they're not looking at you in any way as of right now. No.
what's the temperature in this area?
It's you have a little more shelter from the wind, even though you are still upwind. But it's not quite as wind chilly, I guess. But
Okay.
you know, it's
tropical climate or like not tropical. I guess it'd be more like Northern California coastline temperature.
there you go. That's about right.
Okay.
Oh, you mean on fire?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear, too soon. So I'm going to continue just moving over this direction.
Okay.
What is this right here? Oh, what was that? Something just moved away from me.
So
it was right here.
That's me.
That was Maruvil.
Can I play
Reveal's
myself?
Sneaky.
Ah, there he is. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just singing away.
Rubio, you appear to have actually found a little cave,
Yeah.
apparently hidden in the brush there.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue sneaking through the brush. Up.
Is that where the so does it? Well, okay. So the branches have the tracks have ended here. Does it appear with my tracking that it this person entered the cave?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. All right. So I will say that to the rest of the people, rest of my party. Hey, whoever it was that hit their tracks, they went.
As you say that in a normal voice, you hear some more clacking.
I want to.
Hey, where did I hear that from?
Behind you.
Okay.
I want to kneel down and inspect these bones here. Since we can see the other horses, I wonder if this one's alive as well.
That does not appear to be alive in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. I want to pet it gently on the head and then stand up and turn around.
Enjoy.
I'm going to check for traps around the entrance of the cave and then sniff to see if I smell anything in the cave. So there's my check for traps and then sniffing.
Oh, are we going spelunking?
Probably.
That's what I call pelvic exam at work.
Oh dear.
Jeez. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, you so you checked for
The traps is the 10
traps,
and then the scent check is 20.
yeah. I mean, nothing appears to be trapped, and you do smell definitely some must and maybe like the faint aura of like some combustible powder, maybe.
Oh, lovely. Okay, I'm going to
Dan,
quietly.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Okay, Dan. Do I think the clicking noise is coming from the skeletal cow horses or wherever they are that are coming from behind us?
You really don't know since you can't really see. But now that you think about it, I mean,
is Brad still playing music, by the way?
So
I've never been offered the opportunity. I've been trying to.
Okay,
Well,
I'm sorry, Dan. Now that I think about it, what do I?
Okay, so you know what? Since we at this point now,
sounded like dice, which are made of bone.
Since we're at this point now, I'm going to inspire courage with my new song, and since we just,
I'm not scared.
I'm going to play some music.
God.
Gosh. All right. As you
That's
do your
pretty good.
initiative.
God damn it.
All right. So I have to click on my piece.
It's so close. You came so close, guys. Yeah. So click on your guy on the map, and then click your roll for initiative button on your character sheet.
Again, I can't play copyrighted music on the Twitch stream.
Right.
What if we played in reverse?
I mean, I care more about our session than Twitch, so there you go.
Well, I kind of want to be able to publish this stuff for other people who are
because you're making so much money from this Twitch stream.
I'm not making money.
No, I understand what Paul wants to do.
You're going to diminish our fun for this Twitch stream.
It's to promote HSG. It's to promote tabletop.
Brad, roll.
Okay. I'm trying. Everything has been.
At least we're inspired.
Effed. I mean, if you really want me to, I'll write my own damn songs, but they're gonna suck.
I mean,
no, I don't believe that.
I think that's more in line with.
I mean, no, I can play the guitar, I can play the trombone, I can play the piano, I can play a few other instruments, but like my
I want you to do solely.
Is it possible to have a one-man band, like the giant?
Yes.
Calamity of instruments in this game, Dan?
Yes. Have you seen Zelda?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure there's a way to do that.
I think you know what to work for. I think I know Brad's legendary weapon.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You rolled. Awesome. All right. And with that, so your music bellows out.
I wish I had a blunt weapon.
Brad, you find yourself first act as you begin to play.
All right. I'm going to continue. Since I was already playing, it should only be an instant action for me. I'm going to go ahead and continue my inspiration.
You're my inspiration.
You know that he's the only one who gives
Oh, gosh. All right. So inspiration.
all right.
Oh gosh, you guys. All right.
That's really loud.
That's so loud.
Okay, so,
Okay. Anything else, Brad?
Yes.
You can just inspect.
I'm going to rush up to Maruvio. And meantime, I'm going to help her with her perception by grabbing her around the shoulders and looking into the cave myself with my dark vision and helping her see what we are about to go into. Do whatever the hell you want. Well, my action
I'm
All right,
stealth
Maruvio.
right now. I've been
Maruvio.
being quiet and sneaky this entire time, but so no good now. Christ. Okay, I'm assuming this is difficult terrain.
Oh yeah, yeah. You guys are half speed for sure.
I figured.
I don't think any party goes stealthily with a bard, okay?
You know, bards are capable of stealth.
If you play the music from Your Salt, it's technically stealth music, right?
Is that a genre?
Yeah. No, just Google stealth music.
All right, let me see here. Well, in that case, I am going to try and re-stealth and hide in the brush as I move, which I won't be able to get very far, but I'm basically just going to move here and here. I think that's about as far as I can move, and I will try and get stealthed there. I think that's all I can do this turn.
Great. Gilgalad.
Do I see anything?
What's on your screen? I'm sure you see this, right? Do you see down here, this far?
There's a black streak right next to where you move. So now I will move here.
That's
All right,
where
so
the
what is
direction.
that?
That's the direction from which the sound came.
All right, so I see a head, a skeletal head right there. What is that?
Oh, that's a massive head of a
The skeletal head.
standing ginormous skeleton horse.
And what is it doing?
It's looking at you, I guess, with no eyes, but
It's facing us. Is it just standing there?
well, it's your turn, so this is all kind of happening simultaneously. But
I understand, but what is it moving towards us? Is it standing
Yeah,
there? Or is it, what is it doing? What you said yes to?
moving toward you.
It is moving toward me.
Yeah.
I'm taking a shot.
Okay. All right. In the dark. That's fine. No problemo. All right.
So stupid.
I know, right?
Sorry, had to check some things. All right, so that's a 19 to hit, huh? All right. Yeah, your arrow rings true, hits the skull, kind of makes it bounce to the side. You need to roll damage for me though as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where's that?
Should be on your sheet. In the there you
There you
go.
go.
Yeah. So really, that should have been.
Should have been a 20 on the first one.
Yeah, that's fine. So wow, good damage. So 9 damage. All right. Yeah. So you basically just like you punch a hole in its skull. Its head shakes a little bit, but its feet continue to stomp toward you.
Okay. I'm gonna. Well, I'm assuming everyone saw what I just did. My turn's over.
Okay. All right, Typhoon.
All right. I'm just going to move right here, and I don't know what.
I just want you guys know that you have a +2 morale bonus to saving throws against charm effects and fear effects. A +2 competence bonus on attacks, weapon damage rolls. Just FYI.
Are we
Awesome.
supposed to see their health bars, Dan?
Sure.
Okay. Because
It's not health bars. They're green bars, right? You don't
Green
see the
bars,
red one. Okay, yeah,
I
that's fine.
assumed health, but bars.
No, it's not health. Yeah, you're allowed to see those bars. That's fine. I'm just going to take. I'm just going to ready my weapon and stand here, and I'm going to shout at this closest one and attempt to intimidate it. And tell it to. I'm going to tell it to back down. Or actually, no. I'm going to say down, boy, down, like I'm yelling at a dog. Very good.
Oh, let me figure out where my intimidate is.
Can you still see the bars though now?
I can
No.
see one of them on the one down at the bottom.
Okay.
There we go.
Intimidate of 30.
So you can't make. Okay, interesting. All right. Intimidate for 30. All right. Cool. Yeah, you attempt to intimidate it. There's no real way to gauge its reaction at the moment.
Because it doesn't have skin on its face.
Yeah.
It smiles.
So doesn't appear to be terribly affected.
And my turn.
All right. All right. So this big bag of bones stomps its feet and begins to run. All right, and it's going to run straight through Maruvial and Typhoon and right into Brad, and it's going to attempt to chomp down on Brad. This is a... I need a... Let's see, so CMD. Let's see what happens to you guys.
Is it hitting us in the process, or is it just going?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn, my intimidate roll was 31. I'm sorry. Because Bread for War isn't in Pathfinder, or it's not in PC Gen. If that makes a
Yeah,
difference.
wouldn't change the results. So.
Okay.
All right.
You want my CMD? He is 19.
And
My
US.
CMD currently is.
Oh.
yeah, no, I got him up here. I
I put an arrow through that thing's skull, so good luck.
All right, so Reveals is 21.
Mine's 31.
31?
Yeah.
You're SCMD?
CMD should be 31.
I have you at 21.
Hold on. Is
Okay.
that for? Let me double check here. Huh. Yeah. No, that's supposed to be 21. I don't know why it's calculating differently on my.
Cheater, that's why.
No, it's because I'm getting a buff from something.
Cheap bastard.
Typhoon I have is 22, and then Brad. Okay, great. So Typhoon and Maruvial, you're able to completely avoid all damage, essentially just parry to the side, no problem. Brad, however, is going to take a bite.
Ouch.
From
Out of crime? He's going to take a bite out of crime?
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
Showing your age, buddy.
Yes, I am. I'm an old fucker.
Wasn't that McGruff or whatever his name was?
Yes.
McGruff. Wow, good
Do you
job.
remember Eddie the Eagle who told you not to play with guns?
Yes.
Stop, don't touch, leave the area, tell an adult.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Mm-hmm. Take the
All
sweater off.
right. So, you are now... oh my gosh. What's the roll? Sorry, I'm so slow at this and
It's okay. It's been 3 months.
don't remember what I'm doing.
That's what she said.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so he bites down on you and does 13 damage.
Ouch.
Unfortunately, you are also poisoned.
Oh,
Oh no.
So you need
sounds
to do a
bad.
fort save to resist that, please. Yeah, okay. You are not poisoned. But you are definitely acutely aware that that is some bad news right there.
oh yeah.
You do not want that to occur again. And then do one more fortitude save for me, please.
Where's the cheese?
All right. Great. All right. Next is our fun little guy here. All right. He's going to come up to Maruvial here. Okay. And then right as soon as it gets to you, it apparently just kind of disappears. Next.
That seems bad.
This one comes charging directly at Typhoon and leaps at him and disappears. Brad.
Yeah. I'm gonna notice that I just got bit by this giant fucker, and then all these. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna perceive what is reality and what is not. So I'm gonna go ahead and where's my check? Is that perception?
Sure, or a
Maybe it's the wrong check. Let's see, I'm going through them right now.
can you do that? Yeah, that's gonna be your best bet.
Here's my best.
20 perception. All right. Everything you feel like everything you just saw is. That's really a animated rack of bones in front of you.
Okay. That rack of bones. I'm gonna go ahead and one. I'm gonna continue my song. If you guys want to hear it, let me know. If not, I'll just go ahead and skip that.
I want to hear it.
Oh no. You're going to continue your performance. Oh my gosh.
Okay. I changed my mind. I don't want to hear it anymore.
So loud. All right.
I get 5 foot step away from this dude,
Okay.
and oh well, he got super skinny.
Sorry. That's what he should be. Really, mention.
And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cast grease. I'm going to coat this bony fucker in grease.
Great.
So, get that spell cast right now.
Okay. Do you have a spell failure chance?
I am doing that right now.
Okay. Do you have a failure chance? You don't, do you? Because you're a bard. Okay, you're fine, right?
Brad the
All
Bard.
Yeah. So great. He's greased up,
Ready for action.
ready for action. Indeed. All right, Maruvial.
First things first, I'm going to check my knowledge arcana to see if I have any idea of what these creatures might be. Or at least how they're able to disappear.
Yeah. You don't have the foggiest idea.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you're in a new place. These are new kinds of magics too.
Yeah. No, I
All you
figured.
can pretty much do is try to figure out if there's an analog, and the only thing you've ever heard of is, animated skeletons. Your typical,
Right. Okay.
regular humanoid.
Well then, I will go ahead and do a full round attack on this thing next to me here. With my chain and my claw.
All right.
Probably not going to hit.
All right. The big guy.
Yeah.
All right. You do hit him.
That's a crit fail on the claw, though.
Great. Okay. So you hit him with your first one, which is great. And then, unfortunately, you get your claw stuck in his rib cage. So you're effectively grabbed now.
Lovely. Okay, well, that'll end my turn because I can't move then.
Yep. Gil-galad.
I'm going to take a shot at the big guy. Again.
All right.
I already put an arrow through his skull. Oh. Well,
Okay.
not so great.
So do you think you... you're not very far away, right? You
Right.
try to plunk it again right in the head, maybe sever the spinal cord near the neck. And the arrow flies by, and you notice that it seems like it's actually 6 inches in a different direction.
Explain.
It just all of a sudden looked like it jumped 6 inches.
Okay.
Not like it physically jumped, but it just like you totally misread the distance.
Okay. All right.
Gonna move or just hold pat?
I'm gonna stay right there. I'm good. End my turn.
Okay. Great. Typhoon?
All right, I am going to enter a rage.
All right.
And I'm going to take I'm going to try and lop off this skeletal horse's hindquarters with my sword. With an enraged power attack.
Okay.
Which I must find in the depths of my things. Beast totem. This, I think, is the... There we go.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh my gosh.
Me likey.
All right. So you and your rage with your ginormous adamantine greatsword just absolutely sever it, and it suddenly falls to the ground, no longer animated.
And I want to turn reveal, and I want to yell angrily, "Get your claw out of it!" Because I'm raged, so I can't be nice right now.
Right. And just when they do fall to the ground, the bones seem to turn black and melt and just kind of bubble up in this green goo that then thickens and becomes like charcoal.
And I will end my turn.
Okay.
Do we have a...
All right. You are now out of initiative.
All right. I'll end my rage.
I don't like being out of initiative right now.
And can I say, can we go spelunking?
I'm going to, real quick, do a spellcraft check to see if I can know how they were able to disappear like that.
Yeah. Yeah, let's...
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
What does it say, guys? Don't bother.
Yeah, you don't... I mean, based on what you just saw, you were either dealing with some kind of magic or some kind of undead, and you're not aware of any particular kind of magic outside of illusion or undead period that might be able to just disappear as they're moving so quickly.
So I don't have any reason I'm inclined to think that this is a matter of illusion rather than of conjuration and then teleporting.
Maybe.
Okay, so I don't have a basis of determining which school
You
it was.
really don't.
Okay.
No.
All right, let's go spelunking.
Oh, Brad's casting see invisibility.
I'm just gonna see if like there's
That's a
anything
0-level spell? Jeez, I didn't realize that.
invisibility around me. Just just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
Hold on, guys. I see them.
Where?
Down to the southeast.
I don't see him.
There is another carcass in front of me. Down here.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, they're down
Yep.
the
Okay, Brad. You're good to go.
southeast.
Oh, I see nothing.
I see nothing. I hear nothing.
I want to turn to the other guys and say,
Alright, clock.
are these the missing livestock?
What?
The missing livestock from the ad?
I don't think so, but
What if there's a bad man who's converting them?
in either case, perhaps we should either deal with them or be quiet.
Typhoon's gonna get as low to the ground as he can in an attempt to be stealthy.
Get low, get low. So
And I'll
it's
roll
gonna
for
keep.
stealth.
It's gonna keep going until we put out the source. So we need to find the necromancer.
I'm okay with going into the cave.
Okay, we're going into the cave.
I'm gonna do a
don't see
perception check to look for traps on the inside of the cave.
Oh,
did you already do that?
I already did, but that's
Uh,
cool. Do it
Okay,
again.
no.
I mean,
I think I don't see
don't
anything
think I saw
invisible.
anything. I didn't see any traps. Looked clear.
I don't see anything invisible.
All
Are
right.
there any tracks in going into the cave? Dan?
Yes. Many.
What kind?
Any of the humanoid?
Yes. All.
All humanoid. Many.
Yeah. At
Okay.
least bipedal.
All right. All right.
Alright.
So we will.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
There we go.
I will. Alrighty then.
My see invisibility should last a little while now.
50 minutes.
Yep. Nearly an hour.
All right. As you go in, it quickly becomes obvious that this is a constructed cave.
Oh snap!
Of dwarvish origin.
This looks quite modern.
You're not very sure.
Are the
Yeah,
walls
I'm
taupe?
I'm I'm gonna do it. excuse,
Oh, here we go.
excuse me.
Oh dear.
Excuse
Have
me.
another cigar.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna do a knowledge engineering check. See if I can see like how it was constructed by whom, by what.
Okay. Clearly by some skilled craftsmen. It's actually fairly old. You'd say at least 1,000 years old. But kept in very, very good shape, apparently.
Guys, this is old. This is something new.
The construction, though, is not like anything you've ever seen.
Something borrowed, something blue.
I don't see anything blue. Maybe we should find something blue, guys. Ruvio, where are you going?
I'm exploring.
Okay. Why are we whispering?
Because we don't know
Spelunking.
what's up ahead, and I don't feel like losing the element of surprise if possible.
Surprise. we be surprised?
If they didn't want people in here when they locked the cave,
Oh dear.
Looks like there's some boxes up ahead to the left side over here. We might want to go and check them out.
Maruvial.
Did you just go around to the right so there's nothing over there?
Yeah, there's
There's
nothing
something.
around to the right. There's something up to the top.
There's some stairs up there, man. Hey, Maruvial.
Hold on.
Hey, what's your favorite food?
There's something up ahead.
That's terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Looks like
Maruvial,
there's
you
a
look in and
torture implement up ahead.
you see some like hooks for sure, and definitely, a lit room with a bunch of little storage boxes in it.
Those hooks look bloody. That does not look pleasant.
Stop where you are. All right, cool. So as you step off the stairs there, you hear a cha-ching clunk, bing, and some enormous caltrop spikes come up from beneath you. So please give me a fortitude save.
all of us,
Fortitude
or just Maruvial?
Everybody but Gil.
Okay.
Fortitude or reflex?
Fortitude.
Interesting. Oh, that's not too bad.
Hold on a second. I'm bringing up my thing. Defense.
Wow. All right. Typhoon's armor and Maruvial's Eidolon protect them from the gigantic spike that almost surely would have killed you. And the same with Brad. Everybody's okay.
Wow.
Good to know.
Tried to fake it.
What is this orangish thing right there?
Just a lantern.
Okay. I want to do a perception check on these crates over here and see if it looks like there's anything sinister or interesting about them. I'm looking to see, I want to see, are there slats in where I can see what's inside them from here, or what's going on with those? What are they made of? What do they mean? Are they out of this world?
They just appear to be typical standard wooden crates.
Should I even bother with a perception check?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to do it then. If you're going to be an elusive and be a good GM like that, I guess I'm going to have to play the game.
There you go.
By the way, if I had attempted to do a ride check and wrangle those horses in the last one, could that have worked?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Try it.
Maybe you should have rolled it.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, you're looking around. It's just the boxes, and then there's that hook that's kind of alarming looking in the side. That's about it.
Rubiel is going to check for other traps in the room.
Okay. All right. Where specifically are you checking here?
Mainly right in front of her, in the line directly in front of her.
Okay. Yeah. And you think that you sprung the major trap mechanism there, so nothing else appears to be visible or obvious.
Oh,
I'd like to mage hand the hook and pull it.
You're gonna what?
Mage hand the hook and pull it. The large hook, particularly.
You can't move it because it weighs way more than 5 pounds.
All right. I'm gonna say that's a heavy hook, guys.
Yes.
Okay, there's something that looks somewhat like a skull up ahead, but it looks like it has 4 eyes. And what am I seeing on top of it there?
Some kind of ball, spherical item.
I will go ahead and cast Detect Magic on the skull and the ball.
Okay. Great. There's no magic over there.
Okay.
I'm going to volunteer to go ahead first. I'll whisper it to Maruvial.
I'm gonna go first.
All right, stop. I need another fortitude save from Typhoon and Maruvial as another spike trap comes up from below you.
Damn
This time you are both caught, unfortunately.
Oh dear.
And as the ginormous spikes stab you through the meat of your arms, both of you actually, you will definitely realize that you've been poisoned. And you will also take some damage. You each take 2 strength damage.
Oh. Let's see.
Let me see what I have here.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Restore Adolin on myself to restore that damage to my strength.
What was the HP damage, Dan? I didn't hear that.
You did not take any HP damage.
Okay. I want to pull out my grappling hook. I want to throw it down to the end of the hallway and pull it back to see if I can activate any other traps.
Okay, as you try to do that, yeah, you both feel very like a wave of queasiness, and you each take 1 more strength damage.
Are we still on? Are the spikes still in us?
Do we get another save against the poison?
Yes, you do. Go ahead, take 1.
17.
23.
Typhoon, you slough it off, and you throw up a little bit and appear to be no longer affected.
Taking damage from
Ruby, you'll take the 1.
Okay.
What is this right here?
God damn it! What they give me?
It's a 4-eyed skull with a little spherical item on its head.
Can I do a knowledge check on that?
Sure.
That's right, because you know
another save when you're ready to, by the way.
You know a lot of stuff about things.
I know a little bit about a lot.
I'm still poisoned.
In the meantime,
2 more points.
in the meantime,
Brad. So Brad, yeah, you don't. No, this definitely doesn't correspond to any religion. It looks almost like kind of like an ogre skull, except obviously it has 2 extra eye sockets.
and they already activated that trap. Can I tell? Do I need a perception check to see if it'll activate again?
It's clearly a manually reset trap, so they're both still sprung.
I'm trying to heal. I took a heal thing for his poison.
So you could administer first aid for like a long time, which might help a little bit, but also maybe not. So you'd have to spend the time. Do you want to spend a few minutes bandaging?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I used 1 cast of Restore Adolin to recover for.
Okay.
for
Okay,
my
you need to give me
strength.
one. You need to give me another check though.
There we go.
You are now done with it.
And I will
You
go
said
ahead
there's
and do 1 more cast of Restore Adolin to
Okay.
Easy.
the strength damage.
All right. Cool. So bandaged up. Took a few minutes there, but you're good to go now. Okay.
You said there's a gem on top of the skull.
It doesn't look like a gem. No.
What does it look like? Do I do
It's
perception?
like an opaque. It's almost like a painted rock when you get close to it.
All right, I'm gonna see if it's worth anything.
Just looking at it without touching it, you don't think it's worth anything really.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to knock it off.
Okay. Yeah, it rolls onto the ground.
I guess it wasn't serving any purpose there. And I'll turn around and see what the hell this is.
I'll go ahead and cast Detect Magic on the rock behind us.
Okay.
See if it's
No
an
magic.
illusion or not. Okay.
I want to go back and start rifling through these crates.
Okay. Cool. When you do start rifling through the crates, you notice that they're in pristine condition. When you open them up, they appear to be empty, the first two, and well constructed, though. Very nice crates. There appear to be some kind of like clothing scraps in the others.
I want to do a perception check to check for false bottoms or sides on these boxes.
Bottom.
Skills.
Good luck. Good luck with your bottom.
Bottom. All right, so you do not find anything. No secret anythings in those.
Okay. And how big are they?
As big as they are, they're 5x5 crates. Pretty big.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Mhm.
I'm checking for traps in the hall in front of me.
Okay.
You can try my grappling hook technique.
Nothing obvious or apparent.
I'll throw my grappling hook down the hallway and then pull it back to see if I trigger any traps.
Which direction?
This way.
Okay. Nothing triggers.
Okay.
This looks to be like it's leading us back to the entrance.
Possibly to those stairs? Are we going uphill right now? Or downhill?
It's flat.
Okay.
You're in the upper portion, clearly.
Was this the
Floor's
cave-in
up
over here?
Yeah, it appears to be some kind of massive collapse.
I'm gonna get distracted really quickly and go back and see if I know what this blood is.
The blood.
All right. When you approach the chains, they start to shake.
Oh, snap. Like vibrate or shake?
It's an important distinction.
It really is.
Violently shake.
I can't tell what kind of blood that is.
It's red
negative.
in color. Yeah, negative.
Wow.
Red in color.
I'm a smart bird.
That's right.
I'll cast Detect Magic on the chains.
I'm gonna hey,
Magic.
Typhoon, pull these chains off the wall.
I'll move it down there.
What kind of magic
And,
am I detecting?
I can't tell you that.
Why not?
I want to attempt.
If I'm concentrating for 3 rounds.
Oh, you didn't say you were concentrating from 3 rounds. That's why I didn't tell you what it was.
Sorry. I am concentrating. I'm sitting here for 18 seconds as I'm casting Detect Magic.
Okay, that's fair. Great. Let's see. Let me look at that up. Right. Yes. So this is a conjuration.
Interesting. I will go ahead and do a spellcraft check to see if I can tell what spell has been cast on fuck.
Ah, fuck. Wow.
Oh, oh no, oh no.
I mean, it's just a knowledge check.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit.
All right. When you cast it, something clearly goes wrong, and something appears in front of you and goes. Disappears again,
Okay, well.
and the chain stops shaking.
None of this. I'm going to attempt to sunder the chain.
Okay. Go for it. You can attack it.
You know,
That's
I actually haven't. Is this just going to be regular attack?
Yeah.
I haven't
It'll
improved
be a
sunder. Let me
com-
check real quick.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm just.
CMB, I think.
Well, no, you can just regular attack it. It just depends how you want to deal with it. It has HP and hardness.
So I get a +2 bonus on this to sunder.
Okay, that's fine.
So I'm just going to do regular
Give
attack
you a
with that.
+2 bonus. That's fine.
Hold on a second.
To sunder it. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'll eventually implement that. So
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, it's completely detached from the wall now.
I'm not going to touch it with my bare hands.
And when it is sundered, you hear.
What?
Did I sunder both the chains or just one doing that?
It's the same. It's a single chain for like double hooked single chain. I don't know if that's clearer from the picture.
It is.
Oh, it looks like 2 chains actually there. Sorry.
2 chains.
Yeah, sorry. It's 1 chain with 2.
I'm going to turn to Mervo and say, well, you know about weird things. So, what was that?
What? Do what now?
I will check my knowledge arcana to see if I know what the fuck is going on here. I mean, I know conjuration magic is involved.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm going to do a knowledge of planes, see if somebody just like where that came from.
And I'm going to, in a soft voice, say, hello?
So,
Is it
yeah,
me you're looking for?
your knowledge arcana, I mean, obviously, if this is conjuration magic, and you've failed your spellcraft check already, nothing really new to learn. You definitely realize that this is magic gone awry in some way. Brad, you don't seem to think that this has any of the marks of like planar travel, for instance.
And I'm going to tell Typhoon, hey, why don't you take this chain and use it as some kind of cool weapon?
I'm going to touch a chain with a gloved hand.
Okay.
All right, Jackson.
Does anything happen?
No.
Okay. I'm going to take a small piece of meat out of my pack. I assume I have rations, and touch the chain with that.
Okay. Don't know why that would be in rations, but nothing
Salted
happens
pork, I don't
to
know.
meat.
All right, I'm
takes
just
a
going
little
to
irony.
touch it with the pinky on my non-dominant hand.
Oh,
No, nothing happened.
this is a terrible idea.
I'm going to pick up the chain and pull it.
Nothing happens.
I'll continue to pull the chain along behind me for right now.
Great.
I'm going to see if I can tell what. Jesus, never mind.
When I pull on the chain, does it feel like something's attached to it?
Not just heavy.
Okay.
For the record, I was checking my knowledge arcana to see if I could tell what creature this skull came from, but
Yeah, no, you wouldn't have known.
I want to swing the chain, the hook end, and see if I can penetrate the skull. You want me to do like an attack roll for that, or?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. I don't have anything for a chain, so... What's a chain attack going to be?
Just FYI, that's the location of the ball now.
What's that?
Brad. What does the chain be? Just make an attack. We'll just roll a d20. I'll add the appropriate chain weapon stuff to this, and you're not trained. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, you're able to hit the skull. Just kind of bounces off. It's a very thick skull. Chain bounces off.
I'd like to do a knowledge nature of this big boulder in front of us. I want to know what it's made out of.
Mm-hmm. Appears to be just a fantastic specimen of a metamorphic rock.
Metamorphic rock, huh?
Yep.
Hey guys, anybody have any explosives?
I will go ahead and come back to the boxes over here.
Because the only other option I have is to grease it up and push it.
And I will sniff.
That's what she
around
said.
for that gunpowder smell I was smelling earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find where that came from in here.
You said gunpowder?
Okay. Interesting. So perception 16. Yeah. So what do you? So yeah. Describe to me what you're exactly doing here.
I'm sniffing the air around in here. I was sniffing around the boxes to see if they might have contained the gunpowder, but if I don't smell it there, I'm kind of just sniffing the air to see if I can get a.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't smell like it's definitely stronger in here than outside. It doesn't appear to be coming directly from the boxes though.
Okay.
But it is stronger.
Let's just open the boxes.
The boxes have been opened, but I was just seeing if that was where the traces of the smell were coming from.
As you move this way, the scent becomes much stronger though.
Wait,
does it seem like it's coming from my left, or is it coming from underneath the skull?
Hey, smell the skull.
It seems to be coming from still ahead of you.
Okay. Continues.
And now it's incredibly strong, and now it's a little weaker.
It's a skull,
but
but
right up underneath the skull. Is that where it's strongest?
You're definitely still smelling even stronger, yeah. But if you're sniffing the little thing that the skull's positioned on, it doesn't seem to be coming. It seems to be coming from the skull itself.
Do we want to try and use the skull as an explosive on these rocks?
I say yay.
Well, what
I'd like to do
do we know what that ball was?
I'm going to do a knowledge and nature check on the skull itself, see if it's actually something that comes from nature or something manufactured.
It's definitely bone.
The bone. Is there anything inside the skull?
Perception, please.
Yeah.
Okay. So looking at the skull, you look in each of its eye holes. There doesn't appear to be anything in the first three, but in the rightmost eye hole, it appears to be very, very heavily kind of scuffed.
Stuffed?
Scuffed.
Scuffed. All right. I want to look inside with my dark vision and see what I see.
Nothing in particular.
Scuffed.
Do we maybe want to put the ball into that eye hole that's scuffed?
Not quite yet. Maybe.
Dan, I just scattered around the entire circle of this level, and it doesn't appear that there's any. This is it, right?
I don't know.
I just walked around, and I'm asking if there's any other. This appears to be in a complete just little loop that we've gotten into. We walked in, and now doesn't appear to be any other levels or.
Nothing. You have to give me a dungeon for that.
A dungeon.
Dungeoneering check. Yeah.
Okay.
Dungeoneering.
I'm doing a perception check straight ahead of me to check for traps.
Yeah, it doesn't. The way it's constructed doesn't appear that this particular structure has levels. It's clearly earth beneath you, and it's clearly earth above you.
All right.
Typhoon, nothing in front of you.
I'm gonna take a look at that little thing that I knocked off, little ball that I knocked off, and see if there are also scuff marks on that as well.
It appears to be like the paint-like substance that's on it does appear to be like chipped and worn in places.
Can I tell if the paint-like substance is also the paint, any paint that's chipped on the skull itself, like it's rubbed off on it?
It appears to be the same color.
Put the ball in that right eye hole.
Yeah. Okay, guys. If I die, I don't have any insurance, so
I mean, I can do it if you want me to. I've got a
tell my fiance that I love her.
Oh yeah, I forgot about her.
How can you forget about her?
I mean, I've been trying to forget about her since I heard about her.
Well, at least we have all our siblings are still alive.
All right, I'm gonna grab that, and I'm going to chunk it that third eye hole.
You mean the fourth eye?
Whatever, the scuffed eye.
The scuffed eye.
Scuffed eye. All right. Cool. When you do, a kind of a poof of smoke occurs, very, very strong scent, and the skull itself rolls to the side and reveals a passageway behind it.
Oh, there we go.
Hmm.
Are you still carrying that chain around, Typhoon?
Yep.
So unfortunately, I didn't construct the wall correctly here, but right here there's a little entrance now.
That's fine.
Oh, so it's not going down into a well.
Nope, it's just going straight ahead.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and check the entrance for traps.
And I'm gonna do a perception check also to at the entrance. Any tracks or traps or anything else that I might
reveal no traps that you see here.
Yes.
You're glad you actually do notice because this place is so free of dust and obviously there have been tracks and traffic here. You do notice that there's a contrast that there's not a whole lot of tracks in the hallway.
I really think
moving towards the entry. I mean, moving towards the new entry that we opened.
Correct.
Okay.
Interesting. Oh, there's a chest up ahead.
But there are some, just not a lot.
Very few. Clearly,
Okay.
one pair seems to be the same.
Okay.
I'm going to take a look around the chest, the immediate area around the chest for any traps.
And I'll check the chest itself for traps.
Guess you're so fair.
I still think we should flip the rock.
Yeah. You don't think you see any traps.
Okay, I will move down here. Do I trigger anything?
No.
Okay. Is the chest locked?
I don't know.
Can I see a lock on the chest?
There's not a physical padlock on the chest. No.
I will go ahead and how heavy does the lid look?
This looks like it's made out of something about like lead.
Okay, so probably can't lift the lid with my mage hand, but I will go ahead and cast Detect Magic on the chest.
Okay. You detect magic.
I will go ahead and concentrate and see what kind of auras I'm detecting and how many.
Yeah, so there's definitely one. And it is an aura of... Again, let me just get there. It's an aura of divination.
Oh.
Does it tell you the strength too? I forgot.
It'll tell me the power
It will, okay.
of the strength and location of each aura.
Great. Yeah, it's an aura of strong divination.
Oh, and I need to, in the future, I need to make a Knowledge Arcana check to see what the school of the magic involved is. I'll go ahead
Oh,
and do that
okay.
for now, but yeah.
That's fine.
Sorry. Yeah.
You
Probably
wouldn't have gotten it, but that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Um,
My mistake.
okay, well, I will go ahead and attempt to open the chest and see if it is locked.
Nothing budges.
That's unfortunate.
So, can anybody pick this lock?
Do we see a lock built into the chest?
You do not see a lock built into the chest.
Do we see hinges on the chest?
You do not see hinges on the chest.
So you see any way to open the chest?
There appears to be no keyhole, no lock, no hinges. Yet it is shaped like a chest and appears to be almost like it was cast as one piece.
All right. Can I do a perception check to see if there's anything that we might be missing at first glance?
Sure.
And I also want to...
Yeah, you also notice there's some pretty designs on the top, but otherwise, nothing really else new.
I'm gonna take a really close. I'm gonna also take a really close look at the chest.
Okay. You also don't notice anything particularly special, just the decorative top and the fact that it seems to be just like one piece.
I'm gonna try to pick it up.
Okay. Definitely does not budge.
It doesn't move off the floor at all.
No.
I'd like to do two checks, two knowledge checks. One is dungeoneering, see if it's anything like normal dungeon chests, and one is arcana, see if recognize it.
Okay. Yeah, your knowledge of dungeoneering doesn't tell you anything about this particular chest.
Understandable.
Pretty unique. Knowledge arcana. With a 23. Okay. Well, you're pretty sure that there might be a magical means to open this particular chest, but the means is escaping your memory at the moment.
All right. When I take a look at the chest, I saw some like designs and stuff. Is there any kind of language on that?
You could look.
Yeah, with perception or linguistics.
Linguistics for that.
I'll check the linguistics as well because I was about to do that, and I'm trained in it.
Now, so Brad brings up the point that I might be writing on here, and he'll excited as well. And, seems to agree that there is definitely some rhyme or reason to what is on the, inscribed in there. It may be a language. It almost seems to be like hieroglyphics or something.
It's not
What
the
did they-
languages I recognize, correct?
If they're hieroglyphics, we might be able to because if they're if it's just like rudimentary picture-based language, we might be able to tell what it's saying just by taking an actual look at the images. So I guess
This is coming from Alex or Typhoon?
this is coming from not Typhoon. Well, no Typhoon. No, Typhoon has wisdom though, so and he knows people need to communicate. Typhoon wants to look at the pictures on the chest and see if he sees anything.
Can I color them?
He's a.
So you see this picture of a person about the size of a dime, standing next to a giant crystalline structure. In one panel, this is 4 panels, it seems. The second panel shows the person hitting it.
Hitting the crystalline structure.
Hitting the crystalline structure. Yep. The third shows the structure falling into pieces, and the fourth shows the pieces all flying off in different directions.
Well, Typhoon, I think you solved this little riddle here. Beat the shit out of it.
Which directions?
Hold on real quick before we do that.
It's like a compass rose, basically.
Okay, so in all northwest, south, and east.
Mm-hmm.
Which end of Theoman are we on right now?
You are on the west side of the
West side.
Yeah.
Gonna go ahead and attempt to use my magic device to figure out how this might open by magical means.
You're not successful.
Damn it.
Yeah. I'm gonna suggest to Typhoon, why don't you just hit it really, really hard?
I attempt to sunder the chest.
That's
Okay. Using what?
My adamantine greatsword.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I haven't swung yet. Let me do it with the chain first.
Okay.
I'll let you add the stuff onto that, Dan.
Okay.
I guess I do 120 plus 5 at least for my strength
Great.
for you.
So you swing the chain at it, and when the chain makes contact with the chest, they start shaking again and vibrating, and then kind of suddenly twirling, and something appears.
Something.
And goes, yeah, something you recognize. And goes,
Hello?
appears. And the chest opens.
interesting. Okay.
Right.
Well, what's
It's a
inside the
VHS.
chest?
It's a Nintendo. It's an NES. That's what it is.
What?
You just have to hit it and blow it. It works.
Yeah, Typhoon, I think you're the new Orm.
I'm the what? What was that you cut out?
Ormar.
The new Ormar.
Oh my.
Yeah, so inside, you see basically just a bunch of... Basically looks like glitter and splinters.
Glitter. Oh, sorry, wrong character.
Glitter and splinters.
Yes.
Are they chipmunks?
No, they're not.
What do the
Good call,
splinters
though.
appear to be composed of?
Depends what splinter you're looking at.
Okay, so there's multiple different types of splinters. I will go
Wood,
ahead
rock,
and
stone,
Rock, paper, scissors.
metal, everything.
Okay, I will go
Precious
ahead
stone,
and now
precious metal.
I will use detect magic again and concentrate and try and identify where the aura of divination was coming from.
Yeah, son of a bitch. All right. Yeah, you realize that it's a single pure white sliver, about as big as a fingernail.
Ooh.
Pure white sliver. About as big as a fingernail.
Mm-hmm.
How strong is the aura?
Strong.
Huh.
Son of a
I will
bitch.
go ahead and pick it up.
Give me a drink.
Okay. All right. When you pick it up, you also notice, because of your passive perception, and the next number on my list is a 20, that there's also a piece of paper inside that appears to have some writing on it.
Do I recognize the writing?
Yes, you recognize it as the writing that's also on the top of the chest.
Okay, what does this show?
This shows the compass rose from the last panel, and an outline of the continent of Theoman, which you know is that because Brad has the map to compare it to. And they're very approximate in size. And on that map, there are 4 points listed.
What are the 4 points listed?
So we found a fingernail and a
They're just represented in picture form.
Okay, what are the pictures?
I mean, like, it is a picture of a map with 4 dots on it.
Oh, 4 dots on it. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
not labeled, right?
No.
I will go ahead and do a spellcraft check on this sliver because I'm thinking that it might have something to do with essentially finding our way or directions or guidance through Theoman. So that is a 26, I believe.
26. Okay, so you have no idea.
Really?
Does our location correspond?
What is
With
it?
one of
15
the-
plus items caster level. Yep.
Does our on that note, does our location correspond with one of the points on that note?
I suppose you'd know that because you did approach the bay, and yeah, it does.
15 plus items caster level. The caster level can't be higher than a 9, so the highest it could be would be 24, right?
Nope.
Not if it's epic.
Oh,
Epic.
okay.
Wait, hold on. Do we have an epic fingernail?
A caster level of
Oh, caster level,
can
not
be.
spell
Yeah.
level. Sorry.
Is this another orb of godly ascension?
God, no.
No, it's not. I'll tell you
Okay,
that one.
well, for right now, I'll just hold on to that until I have an opportunity to study it more in depth.
Okay. Is there any
Later
gunk under
on.
the fingernail?
It's not actually a fingernail, but no.
I'll also take the piece of paper.
Okay.
I will put the chain into my sack, take it along with me,
Okay.
because I want to become friends with a creature that keeps on appearing.
Hey, Brad, do you want to check and see if any of the other splinters in there might be of any value?
I will. Sorry, before we continue, I want to give you a GM hint, really quick, as
Mhm.
well. Well, as soon as you leave this area, I guess, but so you'll be able to see this when you leave the area. But I just want you to take a look at the creature since you would have seen it in good detail where you were. But anyway, okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Can't hear you, Brad.
You're on
You're
mute.
muted.
Okay, now.
Mhm.
You just
I think
got
you
muted
cut out
again.
again.
Yeah,
Damn it!
What are you rolling for? What are you rolling for?
Can't hear you.
He's not talking though. I don't think. Oh,
I still
I
can't
He is
can hear you.
talking. In Discord?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Checking the rest of the crap down there. Is that what you were?
The stuff
talking
at the
about,
bottom of the
review?
stuff at the
I was
bottom
meaning
of the.
an appraise check to see if any of it was of value, but you can check.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there do appear to be some substances that are definitely diamond and opal are the two things you see there that appear to be they're very, 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 like you might be able to get 2 gold per specimen.
How
and
many
there
of them
are
are there?
I like to
three
scoop them up.
3 of each.
Oh, maybe we can sell some gnome engagement rings, because maybe these giant gems are big for them.
So you said 3
Most
each.
everything else doesn't glow like a typical gem would or anything precious.
I'm wondering whether this is the magical item that the settlement was looking for, or it might have had this magic items and gems and such that the settlement was looking for. Don't know.
Well, I think we should probably keep on looking, seeing
Yeah.
what else there is. But
No,
it would have been nice to know what we were looking for before we started our adventure.
Yeah, it's kind of odd for them asking us to find something without knowing what it is.
Well, how much was the prize?
10,000 for
10,000.
catching the guy, but 20,000 for bringing back the items.
Can I take a look at that fingernail and see what
Sure.
that might
Reveal
Worth.
and show it to Brad.
Okay. You are not even remotely sure what this is made out of, so you have no way to describe it.
Yeah, I got no idea, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm just gonna need to study this further later. I'll
I could write a
take
song
that
about
down.
it. You know, magical glowing fingernail. I'm sure it'll be a hit with the girls.
Reveal a little head. Whoa, Jesus! What the hell is that?
I just wanted you to take a look at the thing you actually.
Oh, okay, so it looks like it's something from Ninja Turtles or
Maybe
Krang.
Dragon Ball Z?
yeah.
It's Krang, yeah. So anyway, that's the thing that kept appearing there, and then somehow opened the chest for you.
Yeah, the language it was speaking, did it sound like anything we've heard before?
It kind of sounded like a combination of Murloc gurgles and hot dogs exploding in a microwave. So no.
Okay.
No, guys.
Interesting.
Everything we know about Pathfinder, he's thing that we know nothing about. So don't even bother trying to understand or like
No, I mean,
researching
you,
anything.
you still make the checks. It might have sounded somewhat similar to some kind of draconic or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know ancient Aslanti, so I at least have some familiarity with odd languages.
That's right.
Alright, well, I think, unless we want to try and do anything with that giant rock over there, but none of us really has heavy explosives. And I'm not sure that we would want to blow that thing up anyway, if it's as solid as it appears.
I think we could and should.
Are there, Dan? Where the you said there was a single set of humanoid tracks, bipedal tracks. Where do they lead?
They definitely come in through the entrance. They go to the left where you guys are in the main room, the boxes and chain used to be. And they just go around the loop. They kind of look like they've been exploring.
Okay, so they just kind of go around and they go back out, or can I tell that?
Give me another survival check. Let's see. So 19. All right. Yeah, they appear to be coming in and going out, you think.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'm good if we head back out, guys.
Brad, how are you proposing that we deal with the rock?
Well, if we don't have anything to blow the rock to pieces, I can grease up the sides and try to slide it out with everybody pushing. But
I want to attempt to intimidate the rock to move.
Oh, dear.
Doesn't work.
Okay. Well, on
Even with
Reddit,
that
some
20,
guy
it would
intimidated a
not
piece of wood into a weapon.
No.
I already found that it's a sedimentary rock.
Is it a single rock or is it rubble?
It's a single rock.
A sedimentary rock may have some weakness since it's comprised of all kinds of,
Yeah, it's classified as a heterogeneous matter,
yeah.
so it's not going to have the same structural strength as like something more solid.
Right. So with that, I'm going to check the. Where's that dungeon? I guess that might be the closest thing. I already did nature.
I want to hit the rock with my chains.
You know what? First, I want to do two things. I want to see like knowledge of geography. See if this is even. Well, no, I know the thing of this geography. Never mind. Dungeoneering. I want to see if I can dungeoneer this rock out of the way.
It appears to be part of a larger collapse, maybe, but it's just a massive piece of the structure.
Are there any holes whatsoever? Or is it completely
None. It's just a huge, solid piece of rock.
Okay.
Typhoon, you swing your chains at it, and it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Okay, guys, this may be something to come back to when we find some explosives. I'm not feeling completely satisfied leaving this alone.
Well, we can go up above the cave and see if we can trace it out.
We could, but I don't have a good feeling about that. I think we just need to blow it apart or go through it.
I think we'll just go ahead and leave it until we have better means for dealing with it.
Okay. So it's 5 to 11, so I think we're going to call it here.
Yeah, we are.
But yes, good.
What are you
definitely
guys
good
talking
session.
about? Bedtime's not until 7 a.m.
I can give you your experience if you would like that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Much appreciate it.
Yeah. So everybody's going to get 300 each for dealing with the horses. You will each get, and I know this kind of defeats the purpose of going slowly, but you're each going to get 1,200 experience for finding the chest in there and figuring out how to open it.
Figuring out, you mean whacking it like monkeys until it worked?
Yeah, well,
that was
lucky
part of the
you got
puzzle.
it. You, let's see, Gilgalad, you get 200 for tracking the path to the cave. Let's see, Brad, you get 100 for falling for the chipmunks.
That was amazing.
And what else? Let's see. Oh, yeah. And then you each get 100 for not dying because of the spike traps in there. And who figured out the eye? That was kind of Maruvial and Brad were dealing with that.
Yeah, we were working together. He was the one that did the perception check, and then
You guys each get 150 for that.
okay.
And Typhoon, you get 200 for continuing your consistent RP of the gold giving to the gnomes.
Yes. Anything for swinging to open the chest with the special chains?
No, you all
No.
got that collective.
Okay, cool.
A big, huge amount of experience.
Awesome. PC Gen, let's take forever to load.
I'm very surprised that you got into that chest, though.
Does this bode well on your master list of 1,000 tracked items?
It is not on my list of 1,000 items.
Okay.
So what you need 3,100 to level.
We should need 35,000 to hit.
35,000. Oh yeah, I'm still 6,000 away.
So,
I'm at
yep.
29,250.
And I'm at 2950.
And then Gil, I'll add yours up again
Yeah, I can.
a little later.
Okay.
Next time I get my curmudgeon smash. No, that's at level 7. Where every time I do a power attack, I intimidate my enemies as well.
Awesome. Okay, so I guess that's that. I don't think anything else happened there, so...
Cool.
I will go ahead and end the stream. Thank you for joining
Sweet.
us yet again, Twitch. We will be back hopefully in sooner time than another 4 months, but you never know with this group.
Maybe a couple weeks.
There you go.
Should we try to plot out another session, actually?
Yes.
Instead of leaving it to the wind?